Here's my state of the program for Baylor women's tennis with the season concluding today. Overall, they finished 17 and 14 overall, a winning record, and they had to replace the number 2 and 3 singles players from last year, if you recall, on the lineup as well. So, and today was a 4-0 loss to Texas A&M in the round of 32. But I would not. When you look at the scores, you would be surprised how close it was. It wasn't like 6-1, 6-1, or 6-2, 6-2, or 6-0, 6-0. Or singles and doubles. I mean, we lost number 1 doubles to a ranked doubles team, number 22 in the country, 6-3. The first, of course, number 3 doubles was 6-4. It was tight. So, and we were up at number. Were 2 doubles against number 35 ranked doubles team in the country, 5-3. The first result to finish in singles was Lyubov Kostenko, aka Luba Kostenko. They call it Luba for her nickname. Yeah, 6-3, which was a double break, by the way, but 6-3 in the second set. Not sure if it's a double break or single break or not, but it doesn't really matter. Then Daniel Dimitrov lost 6-3, 6-4, 1 break apiece. And Elena Shlitobina lost 7-5, 6-3. 1 break was the difference in the match. It was a couple points here and there that really hurt us in this match. But I will say our future is bright, because we're going to return every player except Paul Bogniano. And we're going to add a recruit in, Zuzana Kubotcha from Poland. She signed her 11-10 back in November. So, and she could be very well an option to be a number 6. But when you look at the numbers, when you do on the season, this is prior 7-12 at number 1 doubles. Yeah, 7-12 at number 1 doubles. I'm looking at number 2 doubles was 15-11. Number 3 doubles 12-13. We have to improve at 1 and 3 doubles. Granted, we had to replace a doubles All-American team at 1 from last year, and Mel Kriwos and Alicia Harrell. So now in singles, we finished with 16 wins and 10 losses at number 1. Number 2 was singles was 13-12. Number 3 singles was 16-12. Number 4 singles 19-11. Number 5 singles 10-19. Yikes. And number 6 singles was 16-13. Yes, it does kind of vary because you gotta remember the quality, the opponents. And not only that, we didn't have Luba play until that Wisconsin match due to eligibility issues, and technically this was her first year to play. And I know she was struggling some in the beginning. She played higher, but then moved down to 4. She definitely has a lot of potential, and it's going to be interesting off season from here. And the good news is you're going to return your top 5 in the singles lineup, because Paula at the very end of the year was at number 6. Though she played at 5 and 6, but either way, you're bringing back potentially, this is pending transfer portal, 5 starters in both singles and doubles. And we had to climb this year, and I mean, climb as in like fight so much this year in terms of close matches with almost everybody. I mean, when you look at it, we could have lost to DePaul at home. We could have lost to Rice at home. We barely lost to Oklahoma State. We barely lost to Kansas on the road. So we're not like, I mean, that's just naming two examples. And sure, Wisconsin was 6-1 and Texas was 6-1, but most of those matches were really close. I mean, when you look at scores, and Oklahoma, I mean, 4-2 lost to them. Arkansas and Washington were somewhat close as well, and Florida was mostly close too. So yeah, and at the beginning of the season, like with no Luba playing, Paula moved up. We tried Daniela at 4, then Paula at 4 until Luba got to play. And you're going to return your top 4, and they're going to be much better next year. And I think they're going to try to make, and with all these returners they have, this is pending anything crazy in the off season, like transfer portal, and you name it, what could happen, you got it. I mean, they should improve, but I know they're going to have to work on a mental game for Anita Sadieva, because she's been defaulted in matches this past year. When you look at every score, a few, she's got point penalties too, which point penalties are one thing, but default because of emotion. But I know she's what Ukraine's dealing with, and but still, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have to address this. We're gonna have to wait and see what happens. But I'm just saying this is pending stuff, like transfer portal, and you're gonna return potentially almost every single player in doubles and singles. And this year we played a combined. I mean, every player. There was only 2 upperclassmen that played in both doubles and singles this year. Everybody else was an underclassman, a sophomore or a freshman. Yeah, that's right. And that's not including a combined 5 freshmen or sophomores. Because last year, Brooke was not consistently playing. This year, I mean, just doubles. This year, she had to play. I mean, she had to. I mean, because we rested Luba to just make her a singles player only. So, it's going to be interesting. The future's bright, and I wouldn't worry about it. Maybe next year they could push to a top 16 seed, though it would require improvements, especially in doubles, which I think that's going to occur. I do. Our top 4 and number 4 singles was not the problem. I would say number 5 needs to be improved based on numbers. Alina is she's a good number 1 singles player. I mean, she's not that bad at it. And technically, there's going to probably be some competition in what order will the top 4 be if Anita does come back. And all those top 4 players in Isabel Harverson and Alina Shledabina, Ania Savia, and Luba Kostagenko. And at times we have to play Danielle Tudin, a freshman, at times as well. So, and she's a good player too in singles. I mean, I know she was 10-7 in dual matches. I know that doesn't, but you gotta consider. I think this year was a little more development for Daniela Dimitrov and Daniel Tudin this year. And I think this year will help them down the line. And they're got a good recruit coming in. So you got a battle on who should be 5 and 6 between 3 players, in my opinion. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens in the fall, as well as we got to keep track of this off-season stuff. I will. Anyways, if you like this content, hit like and subscribe, and see you guys on 5 subscribers. We're on the road to it. Let's go. We're on the road, and hit the notification bell in order to get notified, because sometimes when you don't hit it, you don't get notified. And not only that, sometimes when you hit the notification bell, it doesn't always do it for whatever reason, but most of the time it does. So that's that.